Hello, guys. Welcome back to Euro Talk. We are back again with another video, and as you can see, guys, we keep moving forward with the last show that explains every single thing that happened in the game. So today we are there in Euro Talk episode 12, and we're gonna talk about what happened today. What happened today? Well, I remember when I woke up today talking about what football and just wishing that things would just go well. I remember talking about how Belgium were gonna just make a memorable night by beating the team Finland that was already losing. Nobody, nobody of us expected Denmark to come back from the dead and resurrect the way they did. That's what I can call it, the resurrection of Denmark. Whew. A lot of things happens, guys. You all remember the Christian Eriksen story. We all saw him lying in the stadium, hoping that these guys cut the feed. We all saw the Denmark players going back into the ground, and we were saying that this is a wrong move. They should not go back into the ground. They went and they were beaten by Finland. The next day they were beaten by. The next time they were beaten by Belgium. And in our eyes, we were already saying that this is as good as over. Like seriously, in our eyes, that's the only thing that you can say that makes sense. This was as good as over. But what we saw today, I don't know how you put that into words. I don't know how you explain to people that I just watched a team that almost lost a teammate, a team that lost the last game, and there was no chance for people to come back. I remember we going into the game today, and I was talking to my father, and he was like, "These guys are just coming to say goodbye. They're just gonna play a game." Then I was like to him, "No, it's not really over. These guys have a chance, but it's a slim chance. It's a slim chance because they were playing with Russia. Russia, we all know that they're a good team. And we knew that with the slim chance that they had, it was just a matter of chance if they can even go to the next level. What they did today, the only simple explanation that we can say to the performance that we're given by Denmark today is they did it for Christian Eriksen. That's all we can only say. We are allowed to say that they did it for Eriksen because everyone was sympathetic with them. Everyone felt their pain. Everyone felt that moment. We were all there in that moment. And we saw also when they played against Belgium. They lost against Belgium, but they deserved to win the game. They have showed us the emotional part of football. They have showed us the emotion side of football that we never thought we would see. That's what Denmark did. They showed us that in football, there are other stories that can be written more than just a goal scored, more than just winning. They showed us that there can be a story of a team that is down, but their way, their hard work every single day in the training pitch, they can fight back and be in the round of 16. What am I saying, people? I'm just saying that congratulations to Denmark. You have made it to the round of 16. You have officially made it. And it was because of your hard work. It was because of the emotion that was driving you. They never gave up attitude, saying that we are dedicating every single game that we play from now on to the end for a particular player, a particular leader, a particular star that you knew that you needed into this team for you to ever say that you're going somewhere. That's exactly what we saw today from Denmark. And if you don't respect them for that, you got some problem, man. You got some problem. They deserve this. They worked for it and they got it in the end. And for me, I'm excited and I'm very, very, very happy. So this was just this intro, guys. Welcome back to Euro Talk. We actually had 4 games that were played today, and we are gonna talk about them, and we are gonna congratulate those teams that have already made it to the round of 16, and we see where we go from next. Because the story is not ending today, because we also have other groups that have to finish up in the group stages so that they can be in the round of 16. Yesterday we were talking about Jaden Shakiri. You can check it. It is there on YouTube, the episode 11, where we were talking about how much he has impressed not only his country but also every Liverpool fan out there in the world. He didn't perform any type of game, but he did so well. But now today we are focusing on another story. We're gonna talk about e- we're gonna talk about a team that worked for each other, a player, a defender with a crazy screamer that he scored. And also we're gonna talk about Lukaku and Kevin De Bruyne's best partnership to help Denmark cross to the other side. We are going to talk about Memphis Depay with a goal that marks him straight when they were recording the goal today when he scored. They were saying that a goal scored for Netherlands by a Barcelona player. That is also something that we're going to have to talk about today. And we'll talk about what else do we need to talk about? There are a lot of things that happened today, guys, and we are gonna cover it today because Euro 2020 keeps getting better as we keep on going. And we're gonna talk about how Ukraine failed to at least come show up in the game to win against Austria. It's been a crazy today. It has been a crazy, crazy, crazy few hours. I think it's about 5 or 6 hours back. It's been a crazy, crazy moment. So the day started okay with the first games we were watching was from Group D, which was let me put it on the screen so that it becomes easy for us to actually see what we are talking about. So of course, Group D was what we were watching, and there was in Group D, of course, there was Netherlands, there was Ukraine, and there was Austria, and also there was North Macedonia. I think I said it there at this time. So as we were watching in group, oh, it was Group C, by the way, not Group. I don't know what group I said. So Group C, it was Netherlands, Austria, and Ukraine and North Macedonia. This is how the group finished. Ukraine were beaten by Austria, but we have to face the fact we were watching this one as the main game. They never showed up for the game. They never showed up for the game. And we actually have information to prove that these guys were never really in the game today. As much as we wanted to see a results from them, I have no idea in front of their home fans how they failed to come in and show a masterclass to their own fans in the last day. And Austria, on the other hand, they played so well, but they missed a lot of chances, man. They missed a lot of chances. It was a crazy, crazy game. So as you can see, there's the match stats. We had 5 shots on target, 5 shots by Ukraine and 18 by Austria. 1 shot on target, the whole full game, 1 shot on target, and 4 shots on target by Austria. 4 corners to 9 corners. One offside to one, of course, fouls 10 to 11, the no yellow cards on record. This was all about it. And the goal was scored earlier in the game, and that was it. That was it. The goal when it was scored, that was it. And that's how they lost. I wish I can say anything that can actually help, but to say good luck as they hope to join in as one of the best number three to go to the round of 16. They're actually hoping that they qualify according to how other groups are going to perform. Look at how things have become so weirdly crazy now. It's crazy in the football world. Also, the next game we need to talk about was Netherlands, which they were playing with North Macedonia. So we knew already going into this game that Netherlands, this was going to be a walkover. But who expected a brace from Gini Wijnaldum? I didn't expect it, but we saw it today, guys. Gini Wijnaldum was on fire, played it so well, and with looking at the match stats, you can see that not we're trying. North Macedonia. I felt like the place where Ukraine was, it was better if it was not Macedonia there because they were trying, they were showing that they were hungry, they wanted something. 13 shots. 13 shots. I don't care if they were going to the corner side or wherever they were going. 13 shots. They put them there. And 17 for Netherlands. One on target. Now, when I say it in my head, it sounds so crazy. One on target to 7 on target, 5 corners to 7, 3 offsides to 2, and 8 fouls to 13. Then 4 yellow cards for North Macedonia. So it means they were fighting. Memphis Depay scored a goal, which was an opening goal to actually welcome. To welcome himself to the Barcelona family. Remember, now he's a Barcelona player, so whenever he was scoring, of course, he was referring to this side. Then the captain, Jorginho Wijnaldum, leading by example again, scoring 2 goals, almost close to making it 3, but it could not really do it. But they just performed so well because Group C had already been decided that Netherlands and Austria were the number 1 and number 2, and now Ukraine hopes and just wait that they make it as the best runners up into the group. But that's it. That was it. That was the end of it. These games have been amazing, guys. I hope you guys have been taking notes. Click the like button if you're enjoying. Subscribe to the Football Connect. Let me know what are your thoughts in these games. You are allowed. The comment section is open for you guys. Let me know what you have seen from the Euro 2020 and what you have fallen in love watching the Euro 2020 and what you hope to see as we go further, because that's what we're here for. And the Football Connect, like I told you, we will make sure that there's always one game for you to smile about in Euro 2020. So do that a favor, click the like button and subscribe to the Football Connect. Anyway, we move on. We move on. So of course, Netherlands finished 1, and like I said, just as I've said it, now moving on to the best moments of the side. So I'm gonna start with the Finland versus Belgium. So Belgium going into this game, every single per individual here and everyone knew that Belgium had already qualified to the round of 16. What was just gonna change is this: if they had failed to win it, but they were not gonna lose that top spot position because they'd already secured it. They had more goals, nobody was following them. So even if Russia had beaten Denmark, they were not gonna even replace Belgium on top of that stand. So let's just get that out of the way. Even if Finland had won, I don't think they had enough to actually go on top of Belgium. So Belgium were coming in this game actually relaxed. They even made 8 changes to the team, the first team, which tells you that they were not really afraid. They were just going there to finish up the game. So that the people or the media and all of us don't say that they actually sold this game. They made sure that they put some of their stars. I'm talking about the likes of Eden Hazard, Kevin De Bruyne, and Roman Lukaku were all there in the team to make sure that they instill that identity of the team that we're talking about, Belgium. And they've also been making shockwaves, by the way. One of the assistant coach, Thierry Henry, scored one screamer in the training center, and we all saw it. The whole world was talking about it. It has been the trending thing. If you didn't see it, check it there in the YouTube, like Football Connect shots. It is there. You will see the goal that he scored. So they have already been in the media eye, and they just make sure that they deliver by to the end. So I've talked about Belgium, but at the same time, I have to put massive respect to Finland. This is their first Euro. This is their first Euro, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe after a long time or what, but this is their first Euro. Getting into this game, nobody, or getting into this tournament, nobody was giving them any chance to even try to compete. Even though they played with Denmark that was shaky, they performed so well. That thing we have to put it out there. They performed it perfectly well to be where they were, and they actually left the tournament with 3 points. Some people are in number 3 and they don't even have those points. 3 points. So that is huge. That is extremely huge. In my eyes, I see that as huge. And also continuing with this game, they played with all the games. They lost to Russia, of course, and they lost to Belgium. Looking at their level, where they are, and the team that they're competing with, they were also playing with the big team. So losing and winning to those teams, it always makes sense because you are coming there as the, let me say, the team that people are not expecting anything or a lot from you, and you go there and you go leave the group with some points. That is a huge thing. That is a huge story that was written there. But anyway, they played with Belgium. They kept Belgium without scoring for the first 45 minutes. When it was halftime, the world and everyone was saying that Finland can actually do it. Finland can actually do it. People, that's what we were saying. Finland can actually do it. But anyway, they played so well. Some near chance situation where the goal was almost close to cross the finish line. They fought until to the very end. And 100% they deserve all the things that they got into this tournament, the performance, the celebration, and everything. They deserved it. They worked so hard for. I know that they didn't win the prize position that everyone was looking for, or even go to the next stage. But just for them being there, you have to put massive, massive respect to them. And that's what I'm saying to the Finland players. Congratulations, you deserve to be where you are, and you performed so well, and you deserve massive, massive respect for being there. Now, looking at the game, Lukaku again being the master, leading again alongside Kevin De Bruyne, assisting in all forms and all signs of nature. Kevin De Bruyne has been a force since coming from the Champions League. He has been a force. He didn't perform well with Man City, but he continues his good performance. And Lukaku is coming from Syria after winning the title, keeps performing at his level, but he scored a goal. It was disallowed for offside, but didn't stop, and they kept fighting until they win the game. So for that, I have to say congratulations to Denmark, to Belgium. You are now proving to the world that you are actually a bigger team. Maybe we're going to see in the round of 16, things are going to start to make sense very, very soon. But you are now proving that you are a big team, and people have to start looking at you with respect and give you the respect you definitely that do deserve. Anyway, that's what I think with this game, and congratulations to them. So the stats, just looking at the stats before we go, Finland had 7 shots. That's amazing. And of course, I've already said this. I just look at it and now I remember I did say this. Now let's move on to the last. Oh no, I didn't say it. Thinking about it, I didn't say it anyway, but you saw it on the screen. Now moving on to the last. But before we talk about the last game, I've already given you an intro over the game. Do me a favor, guys. This means a lot to me. We do these shows every single time. You guys clicking the like button, subscribing to the Football Connect is the best thing that you can do to support me right now so that we never stop coming here live and doing everything. Give me the motivation to enjoy what I love to do, to enjoy talking about football, to go crazy like some of the videos that are there on the Football Connect right now because of the Euro 2020. Just do me a favor, click the like button and subscribe to the Football Connect. That is it. And also, you can always leave a comment in the comment section if you have something that you want to say. Then we will actually talk about it. We address every comment that people put out there. But anyway, let's continue talking about the final game. Now, I've already told you the story, but I'm saying coming into this game, we knew that they had a chance of winning. That let's be clear on that. Everyone knew that they had a chance, but a lot of things had to go wrong in different places or in different teams for them to have that chance to be that close. Because I think of all the games that have been played right now in Euro 2020 in the last days, this was the game that even the commentators of the games had to explain to the world, to everyone, how and was it going to be possible for them to actually qualify in the round of 16? What had to happen? What had to go wrong for them to actually qualify in the round of 16? Because we were not only now focusing on the number of points that they've made or even the number of what we were now looking at the goals that they've been scored and also the goals that they've scored and how they're measuring up and giving them a chance to make it. But against all odds, they played the first half. They scored one first goal, which was a powerful kick from outside, and the goalkeeper was not expecting it. I think the only thing we saw from the goalkeeper was turning back and seeing the goal in the 18 area, and he did not even move. He just saw the ball straight in the net. It didn't make sense to him, the Russian goalkeeper. But Russia didn't stop there. They kept attacking. We went to the second half. Second half, as we were playing, as the game was going, what happens was that they played so good to a point and they just ended up scoring. Nobody even thought it was going in. It was the first one. And I wasn't even sure that it was in because what now I was focusing on was to hope that Lukaku does score or do something in the Belgium game. But guess what? Denmark, they did score. They did score, and it was crazy. I know I did even put out my reactions to the game, and I thought that was it. Then when I was now focusing on the Belgium game, saying that this was match over, then I hear from somebody just by a comment telling me that guess what, these guys are coming back. I'm like, what do you mean these guys are coming back? They're like, go watch right now. Russia are coming back. I go there, I see it's 2-1. What? I thought this game was over. And I just got to find out that it was a penalty, which I felt like it was a soft penalty after seeing the whole thing. It was a penalty which was given, which they scored and they were back into the game. I'm like, what are they even giving a smoke penalty in this Euro? But anyway, VAR agree with them, so you can never fight with a machine. I'm just only human, and also I was supporting the other team, so of course I was expecting things to be harsh whenever it has to affect me, and things to be light whenever it favors me a bit. So I was a little bit, what is the word I can use? I was a little bit biased. So let's just put it out there, you just to make it clear to the world. I keep watching now. I see Russia putting pressure. I see Russia putting pressure. Then, out of my surprise, Denmark said, "No, no, no. You guys are playing. You're playing easy." Denmark created a lot of chances. For me, they created a lot of chances. They should have beaten Russia with more than 4 goals, in my view. And I was so stingy and so selfish of me. And I don't even live in Denmark. I was so selfish that I wanted to see more goals from Denmark, because all of them, in my heart, every goal was like we were saying to Christian Eriksen, this was you falling down in the ground. This was you needing assistance from the players. This was you, the medical team coming on, and this was for you, all of these things, going through the emotions and everything that we had to go through. This was because of you. We are playing this game for you. That's this. I believe I don't know if they're gonna say it though at the end of the tournament or something, but I believe every single Denmark player going out into the stadium, they were all saying this for you, for this, for Eriksen. Let's go do it for Eriksen. Let's go do it for Eriksen. And my God, they did today. My did I say they really did it. They made sure that they made all the chances they created count. 4 goals. What a crazy goal that was scored by Christensen, the defender. What a crazy goal. From where he was, the shot and the way. Oh my God. There was a kick, just remembering in the first half, that was kicked by Holberg. I thought that was it. I was so excited, but it wasn't in anyway. We continue with the game. Schmeichel on point every single time when he was ready to be taken, tested. He was there. Only accepted the penalty. Who expected him? Nobody always expect the goalkeeper to save the penalty. But anyway, it went in. They played so well and they won the game. That's what matters. They won the game. And on top of that, after winning the game, the promised land, which seemed like it would never happen to them, became a reality. Qualifying and going to the round of 16, which they are going to be playing against Wales. There's no any better day than that. That's all I can say. Before I go too far, Austria are gonna be playing against Wales. Oh no, are gonna be playing against Italy. Austria plays against Italy. Then, just to make it interesting, neither of what do Denmark are gonna play Wales. So that's a good team. Let's hope that we see amazing football again. But before we go, we're gonna look at the stats like I did. 6 shots by Russia, 16 to Denmark, 10 on target by Denmark, and 2 on target by Russia. So you see how the difference was like 1 corner to 7, 3 offsides to none, 15 fouls to 16, and 2 yellow cards to 1. One thing that you learn from all the stats that I just give you right now is this: who wanted it more, you could see. Who was dominating the game, you could see. And all is written just by reading all the things that we just did. Let me know what you think in the comment section, guys. Make it interesting. But we are not stopping there, guys. We are going to the fixtures of what's going to happen tomorrow. Then I give you my predictions. Then it's bye-bye for me, because I need to call it off now. I'm tired. I'm tired. It's really, really late. So tomorrow is also the 22, which is already tomorrow in my time where I am right now. I don't know wherever you're watching from. So tomorrow we are looking at some interesting fixtures. We have the group of England and Scotland, which is England and Scotland and Croatia. So there are some mind-blowing games that are going to be played tomorrow. Do me a favor, by the way, if you're just joining in, click that like button, subscribe to the Football Connect. You can always go back and watch the videos. Trust me, this was one of the best live stream that I have. Now we're almost at 25 or 26 minutes in the stream. I've enjoyed every single second because it counted every single time. So do that, it's important. Anyway, let's go. Croatia are playing against Scotland, and Czech Republic are playing against England. Now, those are the games. Let's go to the tables first before we talk about the games, just to look at how the table is looking like. to have an idea of what's gonna be happening tomorrow and what it means and how much these teams have to play to their end to get something. So at this moment, Czech Republic are on top of the group. Of all teams, Czech Republic are on top of the group. I didn't predict this, and it's sure demo doesn't even make sense. England are number two, the same number of points with the Czech Republic. But guess what? Even Croatia has 1 point. How does that even make sense? Croatia has 1 point as well as Scotland. So what's going to happen here if we have to talk about something? England and Czech Republic just needs to draw. If they draw, they all go to the next round, respectively of how they are set up. Croatia, on the other hand, and Scotland, that right now their main mission to get into this game or to their battle is to fight so that they become the best number three to go to the next tournament. Of course, with 4 points, you're also one of the biggest, best number three to go to the next point. So when we are going into this game tomorrow, what we're going to be looking at is how much who's going to be best between Scotland and Croatia, because that is obviously the most important match, because one of those teams will be the best number three because they've already 1 point. So if they win this game, one of them team that wins that game goes straight forward to the round of 16 as best number three of all the teams that are going to be selected. At the same time, just to make it interesting, at the same time, if they draw, that's the end of the road for both teams. You hear me, Andy Robertson? If you draw tomorrow, that's the end of this. You are done. You are completely done. You are a goner. Let me just say it like that. You are a goner. You are out. So tomorrow, as these guys go, they have to go put it there or perform so well and see who wins. Now, I don't know. I don't want to give my prediction. I'm gonna give my predictions, but I don't know if my predictions are the ones that are gonna stand. You guys can also put your predictions in the comment sections and also tell me what you thought about this day. So anyway, Croatia versus England. Croatia versus Scotland. Sorry for that. I'm saying England. Croatia versus Scotland. For me, just to be fair, let's just take the hate away. For me, just to say it, I feel like Croatia is a big team, but Croatia, the problem with them at this moment is this: it's a big team with old people in it. They don't have new talent. They don't have the new blood. Scotland, on the other hand, they are a team that is just a force. We saw it against England. As much as it was a weird game, we saw it against England, and I just have this weird feeling that Scotland might shock Croatia and beat them by 2 or 1 goal to nil. 2 goals to 1 if that happens, but 1 goal to nil, that's the difference that's gonna separate the two. As much as I want to see Luka Modric to be close, but I feel like they're just not mentally there. So for that, I feel like they're going out. The other two on top, whatever that happens, it's going to benefit them somehow, some way. So even if England loses tomorrow or the other team, what is the other team called? Czech Republic loses tomorrow, they're still going to qualify for the tournament. So looking at that, just after saying that, I believe between Czech Republic and England, I believe England will win this game. But the question that we have to put in mind now when we talk about this, do England want to win it? If they win it, they go top of the groups. Of course, they're gonna face either France, Germany, or Portugal. That's how it is, because that's where the mix up or the team that they're gonna meet up with are coming from. At the same time, if they lose as well, or they will stay number two, they will still face either Portugal, Germany, or whatever, or France, whatever how that group is gonna finish like. But also there is a kicker. If they lose, then Scotland win. They go to number three. Now in number three, we really don't know who they're gonna play against England, but they'll get some of the lesser clubs rather than some of the heavyweights. Heavyweights, they go through the back door if that even makes sense. But that's how things are looking like. But we saw from Hungary, even the best teams can be shocked as well. You can be the best team. So England have the talent, have the best things, but they just lack the manager. They have to prepare themselves. But if I have to predict this, I think England are going to win it by 2-0. Harry Kane, should he be in the team? I don't know, I think they should put Calvin Lewin in it. They feel like some weekend they can put Harry Kane. But also, I feel like this is one of the games where we need to see the likes of Jordan Sancho now. I think it's now it's time, because they're lacking the creativeness in England. They're lacking the guys who are going to create the ball. They're really lacking on that side. So let's see what they decide. But as for me and the Football Connect, thank you very much for watching. Give me your predictions in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Tell me what you think. These are my predictions, and these are the way I thought Euro 2020 was like for me today. Episode 12 of Euro Talk. We continue tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Sam, and this has been the Football Connect. Click that like button. Subscribe to the Football Connect. This is me signing out. My people, as we are here, we shout peace.
Beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Joakim.